Hi, it's Ashley from AB's Sound Advice. Today we're doing a product preview of the new Soundstream VM-430HB single DIN head unit with built-in screen. Has a 4.3 LCD, and straight out of the box, this is very cool. I mean, I've got to love these single DIN units. Obviously back in my day, pretty well everything was a single DIN back in the 80s. But to have a screen in here, it also has reversing camera, which I think is pretty cool for the size of the unit. But first off, as always, we'll just quickly go through some of the specifications. So it's a multimedia receiver with 4.3 LCD screen. It's got the ISO 1 DIN shallow chassis with mounting sleeve. We've got a dual USB fast charging plus media playback. So what I mean by it's not two USB, it's just the one, but it will actually do charging and media playback. It has a backup camera input with a 12 volt auto trigger on, Bluetooth phone calling and streaming, and we also have a 7 color, which you see I've got at the moment in rotation, playing them all. We've got a 4-band 8 dB boost cut equalization with preset EQs, wireless remote control, which you can just see there, and we also have it's not a touch screen, so we just cover off, it's not touch, but you can control it from the dials. Does video and audio playback from USB and the micro SD slot. You'll see the SD slot there. And we have audio and video outs. It also has MP4, MP3 video and audio playback and supports 64 gigabyte. It also has auxiliary in on the front, which you can see just underneath here. And we also have 4 pre-outs for front and rear, and it'll be around, it doesn't specify, but I'm guessing this will be about a 2 volt output, so you will need to have a fairly sizable amp. But most people are buying one of these. It would be great just to put in your dash, wire up to your speakers, and you've got it. If you do want a reversing camera, you can add it. It also has, as I said, the RCA video input for rear seat monitors if you want to add screens to it, and a max of 300 watt full range speaker amplifier built in, and again that's full max at 30. That'd be about 75 by 4, and its nominal rating would probably be in the 30s or 40s, so a sizable amp at least. So straight off the bat, very, very nice unit. You can duck into the menu. You can see across the screen there. You can move it across to the USB, Bluetooth, then you go into settings, and in the setting area you can obviously set it up for English, whatever one you want to run it for. So we'll just go for English, and then you can also, in the settings area, I'll just go back into there again, and you can go, I'll just go through the settings, and you can see there all the different languages. You can do a reset, yes or no, and you can then roll through steering wheel controls, video warning on, you can reset it, the version of the unit. You've also got the color settings and clocks and dates and times. I mean, it really is well organized. You can see straight off the bat there, very simplistic to use. And then you've got your phone side of it, the band, and as I said, it is a very cool unit. And there's your radio settings. You can go up and down, loudness, and just put my other hand around, you can see on the EQ on or off, and you've got rock, pop, you can see them popping up on the screen, and then off, on, so just leave it in the off mode. And of course we've got loudness if you want it, on or off, and again it's got bass, treble, fader, front, rear, microphone built into the front, USB 3.5, and you can see the little mic in the front there. So, and then what we'll do is we'll just swing this around so you can see the back of it, so you can see your in and out for the video, the 2 yellows, and a front rear for the RCAs, the other terminal for your speaker connections. Again, it has a plastic film on the back. Just remember to peel off the plastic film before installing. You can see the metal sleeve that they provide as well. And again, there's a little green tag there. Don't forget to peel that off. That's just a screen protector for transportation. And again, I'll bring up the remote control. Another cool little remote. Most remote controls will end up in the glove box. Your 2 release keys for getting the unit out of the dash. And comes with the owner's manual, is there, and it also comes with your warranty card. So all in all, a very, very well organised unit. Bluetooth, as I said, built in, so you can make phone calls and music and all streaming and all that sort of thing. And if you don't have the facility for a double DIN and you want a single DIN but you still want a reversing camera option, it's a great little unit. Now, also to be aware, being Soundstream being a US company, the radio stations will be stepping in tens. That'll cover about 90% of New Zealand stations, won't be an issue. But I guess it's the trade-off of you know, Soundstream has been around for a very long time, American company, as far back as I can remember, at least 30 plus years. And they really are a very cool brand. They've been making head units, as I said, I think one of my first units I bought back in the early 80s, with a TC308, I think it was. And I still have it today. So they do make some fantastic audio products. And being US, they're going to do things just slightly different. I did notice when I did the reversing camera on this, if you're on the right-hand side on an angle looking at the screen, it's not as good as if you're on the left-hand side looking at the screen. But yet, in its normal movie playing modes, it's all crystal clear. So I don't know whether it was the position I was at. But just keep in mind, at this size unit, and in our part of the world, they're only $269, so it's not an expensive unit. But just keep in mind, the reversing camera really is just an option. You know, it's a pretty small screen, but at least you have the ability to do so if you wish. And of course, you know, you're able to play your music and movies on there if you wanted to. So pretty cool little unit. And you can also set the colours. Instead of being on random like I had it before, you can actually just set it to blue, green, red, whatever one you want to run. So I hope you enjoyed today's product preview. If you'd like to find out more information about the Soundstream VM-430HB, you can duck onto hifihq.co.nz for New Zealand or hifihq.com.au for Australia. And again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice, and we'll see you next time.